Hey. What song you picked today, Reverend CJ?
This song is My Heart by Flame. He is telling his heart that he will never trust it. The song is
My Heart by Flame.
yes, because the heart is deceitful. Who can know it? And people be like, God knows my heart. That should scare you.
Anyway, before we get too far into it, welcome to this cool down session of the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star. Y'all, we missed you last week, but the trials and the tribulations have been around.
For a minute, I thought somebody really ticked God off because I thought I was going to have to build an ark. Like we was on about day 28 before we got to 40. But
yeah, I hope you guys stay dry. I hope you've knocked all those buckets of water over so we don't get all these more mosquitoes than we need. But before we get too far into it, please do business with one of the oldest Black-owned media companies here in Northeast Florida. You're already supporting by listening to the Victory Station. You're already supporting us by listening to us or streaming us live on Instagram or YouTube.
Yep.
Why not just go ahead, put in that little $80 for 2 years worth of great news directly into your email inbox, like Reverend CJ says, for less than a cup of coffee.
Y'all blow that. Man, all that money y'all paying for cable for MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, and everything else for them to give y'all different stories, and you don't know who to trust. Yeah, go ahead and trust your own news. Make sure you go to thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com. Thank God for a wife, because for those of y'all who are watching us on YouTube, I got all the land in my bed. I've been bad.
I don't know. Shout out to the children. Hopefully you guys are getting ready for bed. Guys, we have a special guest. I've already teased it on our Instagram today. This lady is super important. She is so gracious, such a sweetheart. Every time we get a chance to speak with her, but her heart is in it for the people. We're so thankful that she never forgets Northeast Florida and Florida in general, because we need all the help we can get. There are some things going on in the world of politics. Reverend CJ's already mentioned MSNBC and CNN, but if you haven't known, there's a lot of things happening in the world of politics, and Florida is at the forefront. So please, without further ado, I am going to introduce Barbara R. Arnwine, Esquire. All right, Reverend CJ, you got to clap because we don't got an in-house.
I'm sorry.
We don't have a studio audience. All right. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Welcome.
Yes.
To the Impact Radio Show. How was your flight in?
It was a great flight. It was, just long enough to get a few Z's in, and just short enough not to become, tired. But I always am happy when I'm in Jacksonville, and I love the Low Country. So, I'm always excited whenever I see those signs for Amelia Beach. I know it's American Beach. I know all that history. James Weldon Johnson's town, Augusta Savage's town. I get excited to be here. And it's just a pleasure, all the amazing leaders and all the history, but also all the amazing leaders of our times.
Most definitely. And there is a space we oftentimes on this show talk to new business owners and change makers in the city. So there is always a space for the new. But please tell the people why you are here today.
Listen, everybody, this is a major election coming on. You've heard that from everyone, but a whole lot of people have no clue that they can't vote if they're not registered. Your Florida voter registration deadline is October 7th. That's around the clock. Folks, it's just right around the block. Don't be thinking it's so far away. It is here now. You need to get registered. So we are here to have a voter registration, voter party, community celebration, a wonderful place for children to have fun. We're going to have a community festival for voting on this Saturday, September the 21st, from 1 to 6 p.m. at the Lonnie C. Miller Regional Park, right there at the airport.
Oh, right up the street.
We're not playing. Listen, we have reserved the lot next to the Sherwood Shopping Center for people to park their cars if they need extra parking, because we're ready for the people to come out. There will be food trucks. You see this John Lewis button I'm wearing? We're giving hundreds of those away to people. You
hundreds
see
of
this?
John Lewis buttons.
Oh,
wow,
yes.
So
and look at our John Lewis shirt. We're going to be giving that away to people. We're going to be giving, hundreds of these away to people. We're going to be giving away banned books. We're going to be giving away all kinds of stuff. But we're also going to be registering anybody who needs registration. We're going to, for those who are already registered, we're going to be celebrating you and laughing and talking. But we're going to also be checking your voter registration. And we're going to be helping those who are formerly incarcerated and don't have a clue, can they vote or not? Can they register and vote? So we're going to help them too. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. But the young folks, there's millions of new young voters who are eligible to vote in this election who could not vote in 2020. So this is their first go round, and we want to make sure that they have that opportunity to participate.
So we are super excited about that. This Saturday, first of all, what I like to tell people is if you don't receive like a sample ballot in the mail, you probably aren't registered. So we just had an election, ladies and gentlemen, in August. So if you don't remember receiving a sample ballot in the mail for that or any information of that August election, probably you are no longer on the voter rolls. So you may have registered to vote. You're still in the house. You haven't moved. Nothing's changed. But like we said, a lot of people have been purged from the voter roll. So what we need you to do is to make sure you are registered to vote. So like I said, if you don't remember receiving anything, maybe last month about voting, please come on out this Saturday, this weekend, Lonnie C. Miller Park. It's going to be food trucks. There's going to be things for the youth. There's going to be a lot of information.
We're going to be dancing, singing. Voting should be fun. It should not
It's going to be a party.
A burden. We're going to have a party, a community party. Come on now. Let's
come on out. Y'all are already out at Lonnie C. Miller for any other reason. Come on out. Give some information about voting. I know you may feel like I'm done. I know I've already registered.
You're not even started.
But this time it's super important to make sure that you are. And like Dr. Arnwine said, incarcerated people, former incarcerated people, please come and see and make sure. You never know. It's important for you to know exactly how you stand so you can be civically involved in the city. CJ, do you have any questions? You look so interested. Do you have any questions?
Hey, what can as Kamala said that former president, keep claiming, that he, the last one was stolen. I keep seeing stuff about, how they're trying to find new ways to disqualify the vote if the date is wrong. If they got some information, like what is some advice you have for people to make sure that they register correctly so their vote actually counts?
Well, here's the most important thing. If you moved, folks, you still have the right to vote. You just got to make sure that your new mailing address is on your registration. You can do that by, when you request your mail-in ballot, giving them your correct address. You can do that by when you go to vote, bringing your new address information. How do you prove that? Of course, you can prove it with your driver's license, but it helps to also have what? Your water bill, your gas bill, any kind of bill that comes to your house that you pay, that you wouldn't pay otherwise, but for the fact that you live there, you can do that. Understand that in your city here in Jacksonville and in the totality of Duval County, they just put 90,000. I didn't say 90. I said 90,000 people on the inactive list. They said these folks, they don't believe these folks live where they say they live. And when they put you on that inactive list, that's not some kind of little minor technicality like they're trying to portray it as. It means that they're getting ready to throw you off the voter rolls in the near future if you don't vote again. So, folks, we need you to vote this time. We also need you to be calling that Board of Elections. We need you to be coming out to see us on Saturday, and we'll help you do all of this, to check your voter registration, make sure you're ready, that you get that regular ballot, that you cast that regular ballot, and that it's counted. Folks, this is critical. Don't let anybody tell you your vote doesn't count. Every single vote counts. Don't believe that.
We're getting ready to come up against Albert. If you could go ahead and tell everybody again how they can reach you, where they can find you, all of your socials, all of your tags.
Yes. Our big tags are tjcoalition.org. That's our website. You can find us on Twitter, X, at TJC_DC. You can find us on Instagram, IG at Transformative Justice Coalition. Same for Facebook. We are active. If you can find me, Barbara Arnwine, on LinkedIn, Twitter, I am constantly talking. I got something to say. And like they say, the South got something to say. We all got something to say.
Yeah, we thank you so much for coming on. And like she said, make sure that your vote counts. Make sure that your information is updated. I know you are running away from errands and all the other Rent-A-Center people, but make sure when you go to vote, you have your current address. I promise you the voter people ain't going to tell them people where you at.
And if you have time, yes, if you have
love voters, thank you.
Please go out to Lonnie C. Miller and party. If nothing else, just come out and party.
Definitely.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All righty, thank you. We got some great artists performing, and I'm so proud of the artists here in Duval County because they're coming out. We have over 15 artists, including choirs like the Clifton Singers. We got some amazing gospel. We got rap. We got comedians. We got everything. We got line dance. We're going to do it all, folks. Let's get ready to have a good time on Saturday, and let's get vote ready.
Yeah, if you electric slide, it's a party.
Bring a friend. Bring your whole church. Come on out. Make it a day out. Thank you so much, Barbara Arnwine Esquire. We appreciate it. Guys, when we return from the break, we will have an impactful moment from Reverend CJ.
Boy, I've been waiting on this one. Oh, Lord, I've been waiting on this one.
All right, DJ AJ, take us to the break.
Hey guys, it's
Don't worry about using so much help. Just use what you got left.
Hey, listen. It is time for my favorite part of the show, the impactful moment, brought to you by Kingdom Builders, where we are bringing the community to the church. Because what is the church if not our first community? Hey, that's what it means to be many in the same body. We all got to work to make this body move. Hey, y'all, I'm excited about this impactful moment. I was on the phone with podcast Inspired. And the thing about it was that we were talking about I'm saying what we said was that a lot of people like sin has a I mean, the funny part about it was because I know you don't mind me saying this because we both talk about this a lot. He was saying that when the time when he had an issue with porn, that was something that that was only done in his room. Mm-hmm. And then he found out that soon he found himself doing it at work. Mm-hmm. Then he even found himself trying to steal away. Any convenient moment he could. He ended up taking that sin or an issue with him. It's crazy how people in the world be like, hey, if I was just in another relationship, maybe the cheating would stop. Mm. Or if since I don't like this job, this is why I should, I should, like they keep telling me I have a tardy problem, but maybe if I like the job, then maybe I would be able to show more discipline, like around time and around, obligations and stuff like that. Or maybe, I'm going to talk to myself a little bit. Maybe if I work for myself, it'll motivate me to work and knowing doggone well if you didn't have a supervisor pushing you definitely is the wrong person to motivate yourself to do something. Here's the thing that we got to understand, undisciplined in one area usually means undisciplined is going to follow you in other places. What Proverbs 13:21 says is that sin basically follows sinners. And that the righteous, are rewarded everywhere they go. So, like you said, yeah, you think road rage only happens in your car. Or you think, just saying stuff flipping at the mouth only happens, it's my environment. Sometimes the reason why it seems like the issues follow us, that undisciplinedness following us, or that if money management problems follow us is because it's not the location, it's not that situation. Sometimes the reason why it seems to follow us because we are the thing. We are that, we are that constant thing. But here's another thing I've noticed too. A lot of times we will try to remove ourselves from a problem and then populate it somewhere else. It's almost like a bee, he rubbing up against a flower, taking a little bit of that flower and rubbing it on another flower. We're trying to figure out why certain things, springing up, in other places. We were just watching the show not the other day. Guys, like he's planting tomatoes in New York City, and there ain't another green leaf for 1,000 square blocks. But yet somehow these tomato mites end up in his penthouse greenhouse. Is because the thing about it is the reason why you got tomato nights is because you got tomatoes. Usually the reason why you have sin is because you're sinning. Usually the reason because that you seem to can't conquer discipline wherever you go is because you're undisciplined. Maybe if you start realizing that, hey, I can't run away from problems. I can only fix them. I can't change, the circumstances around my problems. I can only fix them. So your impactful moment is, hey, if you're noticing that certain things and certain issues are creeping up behind you, you figure, hey, if I got the new job, I wouldn't have the old job problems, and you have the new job problems. maybe it's, you know, the location of your issue is a lockdown. Maybe that issue is local. Maybe it's mobile. Maybe it's on you. Maybe you need to start brushing some of the stuff off there. So impact yourself. Don't just change the location. Change the person with the location, or, you know, as they, you know, say in a real famous black colloquialism, you know, different places, same faces, or it's the same crap, you know, different places. I'm trying to clean it up because I keep hearing how my mama was saying in my head, and I want to make it, make it victimization appropriate. Yes,
y'all know what he's
saying. Yeah, sin don't have a location. Sometimes, you know, we are the people who populate and pollinate that thing. Issues don't have a location. If you normally got issues at the house, it's probably going to creep in your business too. So, you know, stop treating the system, cure it, get rid of it. Don't change it. Just don't change the location. Change the issue. That's your impact moment, brought to you by Kingdom Builders and Faith Under Construction, bringing faith and community to the church.
Y'all, be impacted. Listen to the words. Check out the Bible verse, Proverbs 13:21, and understand that, you know, every so often you need to, you know, pray that prayer to create me a clean heart. Please, oh Lord. We are up against another ad break, but when we return, we will have some upcoming events and great things going on that you just simply cannot miss. This is the Impact Radio Show.
We be busy, y'all.
The Lyricist Live Show, an African gentleman presents the Afro Fusion Fashion Show, an open mic cypher. October 2nd, 204 Laura Street North, check it, 5:30 to 9, travel light. We must embrace who we are.
Hey.
What's the name of the song again?
This is To My Heart by Flame featuring Shy Lynn. I miss Cross Movement so much.
Okay.
Oh my God, I miss when all them boys was in one spot. Ambassador, Lecrae, Shy Lynn, Flame, Truth. When all them was one group, man, the whole album slapped.
So the reunion tour is going to be fire. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, because Lecrae and Trip, they need to forgive each other. But
there's some bigger issues there.
You know, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
All
but
right.
Yeah.
And gentlemen, before you go to that altar, make sure you take care of that altar. Yeah. Anyway, CJ, what you got coming up?
Man, listen. Oh boy. I am thanking God right now for all the stuff that we got coming up. But before we get into it, I'm gonna need y'all, everybody who know they got Jesus' ear, pray for your African gentlemen. Pray for you doing tough. But the stuff that we do got coming up, and I'm excited about. October 2nd, the Afro Fusion Fashion Show is going to be live. Seeing
guys,
that
we got rained out last time.
Yeah, we got
that same fashion show we've been talking about. We still gonna do it.
We still gonna do it. And hey, we still got Maul Jones is still gonna be performing The Way She Walks, song inspired by African gentleman, produced by Travis Travel Light, King Travel Light. Ryan and Goma Thunder is still gonna be coming through. You're gonna get to see the new Afro Fusion line. Some great models, some great hosts is going to be going down. And also October 12th, make sure if you guys already know about the walking block party that is going on during that time, we will be at 17 a wandering block party. Yeah, make sure you guys wander on down to 1713 North Main Street at Ashanti's Boutique, the new home of the African gentleman. We will be doing a soft grand opening just to let everybody know, hey, we got a location now. You can come and find us, sit in the store, come and shop with your hands in your eyes. And immediately following the Wandering Block Party, the after party is going to go down. We're going to have food. We're going to have, spirits for you, give you some encouragement, So, yeah, it's going to be a good time. We got some more surprises that we want to unveil about that, about October 12th. But, yes, over there on 1713 North Main Street, Ashanti's Boutique, home of your African gentleman. We got some stuff coming up. There was something else, but I can't remember.
I just want to let you guys know about a few other things going on around town. My guy, Aaron Mervin, a photographer, you may know Aaron. He had an exhibit up at the Ritz a while ago called Natural Noelle. He is bringing it to the public library October 2nd for Art Walk. So please, while you're out there checking out the fashion show, Please stop by his exhibit, go inside and see some of the most beautiful pictures that he took of local ladies with natural hair. I want to give a shout out to the Grand Ballroom on 300 Adams Street. They had a gallery opening, and it was a wonderful gallery opening. Please look out for their Halloween event coming up. It's like a Halloween ball that will be coming up on October 31st. Marcus Williams, our good friend,
Yes,
had an exhibit opening. But what that means is that the exhibit is open now. Please go by the corner gallery at the old library, the Hayden Burns Library, the old main library downtown. That's also off of Adams Street. The corner gallery is located there. Stop by anytime because you can see the art from outside, but also please check online for their hours of operation. It is free to attend. Like CJ said, we got the shop open, and at that shop, there's a lot of, we do karaoke there.
Mr. Charles is gonna be there tomorrow night. Yes, that's what it was. Mr. Charles, Ron Sinclair, and Nefe Divine is performing karaoke at Ashanti tomorrow from 7 to 10. And I'm gonna be there selling stuff.
Yes. Viva La Fiesta. Shout out to Viva La Fiesta is coming up. It's Jacksonville's only Hispanic festival. Coming up October 14th. So please, it's going to be a jam-packed weekend. Go check it out. I also want to throw in that our girl Love Reigns is having a Poetry Unleashed Writers Lab talk tomorrow at 12 at the main library. Also, drum classes at Ashanti's Boutique and Emporium every Saturday from 5 to 7 with the leader of Ngoma Thunder. The Strawberry Fest is coming to Clay County, so go ahead and mark your calendars for next year, March. And what else is happening?
We got Spooktacular coming up at Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens.
Yo, Flowetry is going to be at the St. Augustine Amphitheater on September 29th. The Cardiac Cats are going to be on TV Monday night.
Football.
So go ahead and get your tears ready for that.
Yeah, especially, Trevor Banks seemed to be insufficient. Trevor Banks seems to be in the negative.
But this is going to be... This is going to be a jam-packed weekend. You guys are starting to cool down, so the events are starting to heat up. And with that being said, COVID is still real. So please make sure you're washing your face. Make sure you're washing your hands. Make sure you're washing your whole body. Stay covered up. If you're feeling sick, you can put a mask on to protect other people. And also, in the world that we're living in today, please be vigilant when you're in these open events and festivals. There is a lot of hate. It's a lot of people with malice in their heart. And there's opportunities for violence everywhere. So please, while you're out and about and enjoying things with your family, stay vigilant and make sure you know how to reach emergency services if needed.
Definitely. And if anybody is, looking for some anointing oil, I think they got an outlet sale at Diddy House. We want to make sure you guys, make sure that you come through. Like I said, 1713 North Main Street. Karaoke every Friday night from 7 to 10. There's that's a new home of the African gentleman. We're going to be doing some great things, in October. And there's Gullah Get Your Heritage Lunch coming up. So definitely be listening out for all of the Gullah stuff we're going to be able to bring you. I'm just so glad fall is finally here. It is my favorite time of the year.
And hey, all business owners, first of all, this is a do and talk moment. Yes. If you need small business help, holla at your girl. If you need all the things that you may need for your small business, we're virtual assistants, so we can help you write for resources. But small business owners, if you have not paid your registration, do it tonight. Do it tonight.
Do it.
If you do not, your business will not be a business by Saturday.
No.
You have got to pay that annual registration fee by the third Friday in September. If you haven't paid since May, shame on you, shame on me. But do it tonight.
It's always fun when you preach to yourself, ain't it? Ain't it always fun when you preach to yourself?
To all our writers and producers, thank you. Thank you to Barbara R. Arnwine, Esquire, for always coming, showing up, helping Jacksonville, being a source of and a wealth of information. Thank you to DJ AJ for putting up with us when we call, when we don't call, brother. We appreciate you too. Thank you to Evangelist Gibbons. He always has a good word for us on his way out. Thank you to Reverend CJ over here with his impactful moment. And thank you to Rod for the actual impactful moment.
Right. Hey, shout out to Sean Holland Powell, Powerful Production. Yes. She is the reason why we are able to stream you guys live. So you got faces and voices. Make sure you check out all of her things on Tubi. Check out her plays. She is an awesome play and screenwriter.
Just had the honey dripper later.
Yes.
Just in time for Halloween. So
yes. My favorite time of the year. Pray for me.
And thank you guys. Thank you to you for listening, for putting up with our foolishness, for being there even when we're not ready, for the technical difficulties.
Like children calling in the middle of the show that they know we at.
And we just really appreciate you guys every moment that we get to spend with you. So
hey, remember, you guys can always dial in if y'all want to interrupt our banter at 904-766. I ain't got my glasses on. 9285
or 766-3401.
And like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Go for it.
On YouTube, the Impact, the Impact Radio Show. Make sure you go to Instagram, like, subscribe on Instagram, the Impact Radio Show. I'm shaking up now.
All right, now back to your regularly scheduled gospel music. Thank you guys.
The Lyricist Live Show, an African gentleman presents the Afro Fusion Fashion Show and Open Mic Cypher, October 2nd, 204 Norfolk Street North, Texas, 5:30 to 9. Travel light.
We must embrace who we are. We are no mistake. We are our work of art. We're a stylish race. We were drawn by God's hand, so they got a trace. Hieroglyph mysteries, they ain't got our trace. Replicate all you want, it will not replace. I'll put print on this hood, it won't be erased. Past that present, our future, we gotta shape. So be great, it's our destiny to create.
We are walking and stepping in this way. High fashion African clothing clicks away. High fashion African clothing clicks away.
We're still live, dear. Y'all pray for Reverend CJ.
This is the Impact After Dog at this point.